Hey Bim, 2019 to 2020 year group. I hope you're all keeping very well and staying safe as usual. Again, thank you for showing up to the classes online. It was only online this week, obviously, because now that we've reached the end of the term, we were going to keep it as the on-site live performance classes being, what's the word for it? Oh yeah, being like every second week or so. And as of today, well, as of yesterday, we're now on our Christmas break, and this is until the 4th of January. And because the blended learning is going to be continuing on for terms 2 and 3, I've decided that I'm going to do the second set of songs for you after Christmas, just to keep you all entertained, since we still can't see each other in person every day. But hopefully come the spring, we'll then be able to have my end of year party at Whelan's, depending on the restrictions in place at that point. And before I start, I wanted to also now confirm that last week when I did the From Dylan to Edwards Masterclass, it was now confirmed 3 days later that Jesse Nelson now left Little Mix, which is why I'm not in a full percent at the moment, because it was only a few days since the departure was announced, and I kind of feel, because it's like because they had a big friendship together, it kind of feels like they're not able to continue on. I might do a separate video then for anyone to view where I do my thoughts on Jesse quitting Little Mix. So, I got that bit out of the way, and I hope you all have a safe Christmas and enjoy this final masterclass for 2020. So this one is for My Consistent Day. So again, I'll talk about how I got the title, I'll give you some of the lyrics, I'll play a bit on the guitar for you, then do some on the keyboard with the drum sound. But then again, I don't know if I'm going to do it on the keyboard. We don't know if there's time or not. Oops, my plectrum just fell. Let me just get it out quick. Perfect. Okay. So, My Consistent Day. How I got the title. I wanted to write a song about a day of the week. And basically, I was very inspired that when I got my timetable for BIM in first year, I actually had I looked at my calendar that for us songwriters who were in first year, we had 3 days a week. And I noticed that I wasn't in on Thursday any of the days, because that kind of then goes on to a lyric. So basically, how I got the title, I wanted to write about a day of the week. And I thought of any day of the week that I'd be in every single day of. So far, anyway. Okay, so that's that. Now for the lyrics. The opening line is, we all have 5 days during the week. One of these days could be your peak. What it means is that in primary and secondary school, which is basically everyone's like early education, we all have 5 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then one of these days could be your peak, meaning that like if there's any day of the week that you enjoy the most, and maybe some great things that happen to you on that day of the week, like whether it be like if you're playing a performance and then winning a contest or something, that's one example of it. So yeah, and then the next line goes, you find your lover, then you kiss their cheek, and when together you become unique. So basically, because sometimes when you're in school, you tend to meet someone, and then sometimes when you're in school, you would all be dating one another, and I feel it's a nice way to say that. And then when you're together, you become unique, like you're like some unique couple. So yeah, that's that one. The next is the chorus then. It goes, throughout my life, my only day was Wednesday, because I'll explain why later on. And then it goes, I do my PE classes on that day so that live I can play. Well, what it means is that if I'm ever doing PE classes, I like to imagine that I'm using a rock band, doing all the running around and jumping and that and all that. So I like to imagine that PE is like doing some performances, and you're like doing a set list of a band from a certain era. So that line inspired me. Then the next line goes, in the canteen I get my food and then I pay. Like obviously there might be some days when you're in third level and then you have your lunch that day. You go to a canteen and then you pay your food. I know that line is a little bit basic, but I just wanted to make it rhyme. Because that's how I do my songwriting. You have to make the words rhyme in your songs, otherwise it's not a song. The lyrics don't even rhyme then. They aren't any delineations between verse and chorus. They'd be scraps, not songs. But it's okay if you rhyme the first and third line and the second and fourth rhyme. Just as long as it rhymes in some sense, then that's okay. And then it goes, as of 2020, so as of this year, Wednesday has been my consistent day. because in 2019 I was in on a certain day of the week, and then I noticed that by September 2019 when I joined BIM to meet the greatest year group of all time, which is obviously you, 2019 to 2020 year group who are watching this video. It was the first time I was out for one day of the week. Which one is it? I'll let you know when I get there. So, the next bit in the song goes, I had Monday off when I was 19. So, in the 2017 to 2018 academic year, which was my first year of that course in Trinity, it was the first time that I had Monday off from being in college. And but I did have the Tuesday off in 2017, but I then had it in 2018. So for that whole academic year, I was never in on a Monday. That's why I was inspired to have I had Monday off when I was 19. And then I could watch my favourite movies on the TV screen. So basically, I'm watching a movie on the screen, which I like, and then it goes, and even laugh at my favourite scene, which basically means I like to laugh at funny moments in that certain show, in that certain program, where it's like if it's any of the TV comedies like Father Ted or Only Fools and Horses or Last of Summer Wine and even Catastrophe, I feel if there's any funny scene, I can laugh at my favourite scene, and to make sure that my house is kept clean. So I think that's pretty cool. Then the chorus as usual, and then the next line goes, I'm not going to do all the song. I'm going to say, this is what I'm going to say. I've been in on Thursdays until now. So it was Thursday until the 2018 to 2019 academic year, in which I was in every Thursday. And then last Thursday, like last year, I was never in on a Thursday except for attending BIM Masterclasses, which are now obviously taking place online. And they're going to take place online for the terms 2 and 3, which is why I've decided I'm going to continue on with these Masterclass episodes after Christmas. So I've been on Thursdays until now. That's why it now only leaves Wednesday as the only day I've been in so far. Despite the fact that I haven't been in on Wednesday, I think it was 2 or 3 times this term I haven't been in on a Wednesday. But majority of the time it is. This is because of the altered timetable. Because again, they're doing things differently because of the whole pandemic. Right. And then it goes, when I looked at my timetable, I said, wow. I was like, oh my God, am I only in 3 days a week this year? And it was the same for the whole year, because there was only 6 modules in the first year of BIM. Well, kind of 7 because of pre-pro, and then your live arrangement class if you're in songwriting like me, and then for the rest of you it's live performance in first year just. And I pretended to take a bow, then out in the fields I heard a tractor plow. I think that was a bit of a silly line I'd written, because there are a few lines that I kind of write. There are a few silly lines I write in some of my songs, but as long as I put a bit of emphasis on those words and try and explain them better, it'll definitely become a fan favourite. And I actually like Mike Is This Day a lot. It's actually, I think after the Goddess of Girl Group Music on my first album, this is probably my second favourite track I've written. As I said, I'll leave a link to the recording so you can all check it out, and then I'll put the lyrics into the chat. So that's the lyrics. Now for the music. It was based on, of course, the next Bob Dylan track on his first album, See That My Grave Is Kept Clean, which is one of those blues covers. I'm not sure who had it originally, but Dylan's one is pretty good. His one is more like... drop tuning, I think it's DAD in his one. Now mine's very different. I kind of make it my own. Mine is more like this. We all have 5 days during the week. One of these days could be together, you become. That's pretty cool. It actually, for some reason, reminds me of the Mark Knopfler track called, I'm not sure which track it is, I'll just get it from my CD collection here. It's from Privateering. Oh yeah, it's Got to Have Something. It's from this album right here, Privateering. Really great album. It's probably one of my favourite Knopfler solo albums. Okay, I was very inspired to come up with that thing, and then in my chorus, I'm more, throughout my life, my only day was wasted. I do have many classes on that day, so the life I can play. In the canteen, I get my food and then I pay. And until 2020, Wednesday's been my consistent day. That's pretty good. I like how I used the thing trout, and I was also very inspired by the Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers track "You Tell Me," with that saying, and then him going, then Tom Petty going, that kind of thing. So he's kind of using that E chord throughout that, and then going back to the. But I wanted to kind of do like a. Which I really love. I actually remember playing it, and it actually was a very haunting melody, and I kind of do get it, but that's what I like about it. It's very dark, and it sounds like I might record it in. Some people might be thinking that when it does get released, some people are like, "Wow, has this guy recorded it in like a tunnel? Wow, that's very incredible." Because I sometimes feel some dark music gets recorded in some kind of tunnel, or especially when it's nighttime, especially if you're walking out in the dark. At whatever time, I don't know. So that's that one. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my guitar. I mean not my guitar, my keyboard even. So I'll leave my guitar there. Take this. Whoa. I hope you all did very well in your theory assessments, by the way. That's why there wasn't any theory class on Wednesdays this week. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so let's put the rhythm now to 6 because of slow rock. Put the tempo at 100 and give it a try. No, I think it's just normal rock. Man, that sounds alright. Here, I'll just I think it's 100. Try 100 BPM just to be on the safe side. So, same question again. Are we bored? Yeah, totally. But at least now we all get to enjoy a peaceful Christmas. And yeah, I want to just thank you guys for tuning into the first album. Hopefully, when I do record this very first album, I can get you guys in from the 2019 to 2020 year group to play on the record with me. Backing vocalists won't be required on every track, but I don't think there will be. But I need to look at my songs again and see where do backing vocals fit perfectly in these tracks. But I can definitely tell you there's one track on the second album that will definitely require backing vocals. It was the one I wanted to do for my assessment that's coming up in January, but as I said in a Facebook post yesterday, it's not going to be able to have a band behind me on it because it's just going to be a digital assessment in which it's just me doing a recording and then doing a bit of a write-up on it. But don't worry, we will play it definitely, hopefully when we're third year students, because hopefully when we're third year, we'll all be back stronger than ever. Right, so I'm just going to test it on here first and see if the music is right. let's try again. It's pretty good actually. I kind of like it that way, but I might just turn it up a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay, sorry if I'm delaying it, but I think I got the perfect tempo now. So enjoy it. I'll put the lyrics in the chat for you below so you can sing along with them. Right, here we go. My Consistent Day. Let's go. Pretty good. I like the way I did that ending because I like doing that ending. I'll just play it for you one more time just to be sure. I like how it ends like that, with why I play all those notes, because I was kind of inspired in Bob Dylan's track Dark Eyes, where he had the, hold on, I think his was more do 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 dum, in which he had that same thing. So I kind of wanted to do an ending track word with that similar thing. So I'll just play it one more time. And then that brings me to the end of my very first album. I think this would be a perfect closing track for the debut album. You can make a jar there. So there you go. That's my masterclass video for My Consistent Day. Hope you all really enjoyed it. And thank you very much for tuning in to the very first record. I hope you all really enjoyed it, and the songs in general. Hopefully, when I get into a studio to record these tracks, you guys can come on and play with me on them, which I think would be amazing. And then hopefully they'll get some good reactions from the crowd with some of you guys playing on them. And then, like I said, have a safe Christmas 2019 to 2020 year group. It was so great to see all of you guys again, whether in person and online. And it's going to be sadly the same now for the term 2. But as I said, hopefully by the spring or summer of 2021, you'll all get to come to my end of year party at Whelan's, depending on restrictions. But don't worry, we will have something together. So yeah, happy Christmas. So Merry Christmas, guys. Have a safe Christmas and New Year, and I look forward to seeing you in term 2. Thank you very much. Take care and bye bye.